Did you ever face any challenges in life?
The answer is no. Maybe I was very lucky, or maybe because I was not very ambitious, right? And I don't know whether I would have been at a different level if I was more ambitious. But again, this may sound very contradictory, right? Because for me, challenges come to you in your day-to-day life when you have a set of ambitions that you're trying to achieve and you're in a constant mode of unhappiness, right? My philosophy in life has been very different, and I may be repeating few points that I mentioned earlier. Just do what is given to you, right? But I don't think you will compromise on where you will reach if you are ambitious. Let me explain, try to explain in a very simple manner. If you do something extremely well, people will notice it. What does that mean? They will ask you to do more. Again, your thinking is, I need to do something better. You just do what is given to you, which is more than what you used to do, which is a promotion. Then somebody will notice, I gave him something more tougher, he is performing much better. And the performing much better is not coming out of ambition. It is just a commitment and passion towards the job given to you, and you do it very well and you progress. So, you are progressing in a happy state of mind because you are passionate of what is given to you, and since you are passionate, you will perform, people will notice it, people will give you more job and you will get promoted. So the movement and progression in life is not because of your ambition which is making you unhappy, it is more because of your passionate and commitment of doing work. And I have a view, again it is contradictory, that people will progress faster, people are following a path of being committed to what is given to them versus being ambitious and trying to do more and more things.
Okay.
So, and hence no challenges also.
How did your parents impact your life?
My parents were in Nigeria for 25 years. They were teachers there. My father has influenced me a lot in my life, a lot. I don't remember meeting anybody who was extremely content with absolutely zero requirements. He can be happy in any circumstances, right? You don't need anything external for him to be happy. That is a learning. That is, I have not seen anybody like him. I lost my father around 7-8 years back, and when he left this world, we actually looked at his belongings. He had just few pairs of trousers and shirts, some slippers and some books. He did not have anything to himself, and he was very, very happy. I don't remember him asking us to be ambitious at all. He never told us. I remember like writing for an entrance exam for engineering, and I was expressing myself, I am getting tensed, I will not get engineering. He said, why are you supposed to be an engineer? You go and teach, you do whatever you want. You can become a clerk in a bank. What is your problem? My father told me that when I was getting worried about not clearing an entrance exam. So maybe that is why I am not very ambitious, because he wanted to have things very simple. One very interesting thing about him, entire life, every night he had one bottle of beer and nobody could take it away from him. He had that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
As simple as that.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who inspired you, motivated you?
There are two categories of people who inspires me a lot. People who are extremely intelligent, interested in overall development of people around them, at the same time very, very humble and simple, right? To give an example, somebody like Abdul Kalam, right? He is not at all a self-centered person, right? But he wants everybody to be good, ethical. I had the privilege to spend time with him many years back. I think it was 10, 12 years back when we had a session in the World Economic Forum. He was one of the panelists. And during one of the breaks, he found out that I am a consultant. He told me, Thomas, I want you to take a vow. Just one-to-one discussion. Just he was sitting next to me. He said, Thomas, I want you to make a vow. He said, I was worried he's going to ask me to do something. He said, I want you to make a vow that I will be ethical and I will not support anybody during my consulting to take unethical decisions. So I said that. He said, you have to tell that 3 times. So I had to actually do that. I had to make that statement 3 times.
Okay.
You see how simple is that person, right? So that is one category. Now, I also have a lot of respect for people who are very self-centered and arrogant, but let me explain that little bit differently. Take an example of Steve Jobs, or take an example of Elon Musk. These are very, very arrogant people, right? It's nowhere comparable to Abdul Kalam. But why I do respect them is because they have very strong beliefs about themselves. They go against the flow. See, when Abdul Kalam is doing something, it is just something good. It's not against anybody's fundamental thinking, right? But people like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, you have to be very individualistic, but they come up with breakthrough ideas. It is very difficult to work with them, but they come up with things which is really good for everybody in the world. They make some very significant changes, transformation, innovation in this world. They are very self-centered. They have no respect for other people, but they contribute a lot to this world. So these are two contradictory, intelligent, simple, and intelligent, arrogant people, and both of them I do admire a lot because they add different values and to the world. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. In conclusion, what would be your key messages to our audience who are watching this conversation?
Thank you very much. Very interesting question. So let me try to summarize without repeating few things that I mentioned. To start with, every instance should be looked at as an opportunity, because as I said during the conversation, there is no reason for you to be unhappy about anything, because everything has a rationale, and if you are unhappy, you did not understand the rationale. There is no profession that is good or bad. It is because you don't understand it, right? So if you agree with that philosophy, every instance, every opportunity, every challenge is an opportunity for you to learn and develop, right? Nothing is bad in life. That is one first message. Very sincerely, I believe that, right? The second message is, be very transparent and sincere, right, to what we are trying to do. Like, let us take this particular example, what the discussion we are going on. The intention of this discussion cannot be about projecting myself or yourself. That is not transparency and sincerity.
Yes.
We want the audience to be getting some messages from the discussion, and throughout the way we had the discussion and conveyed messages, it is about whether the listener is getting something useful from this discussion. It should not be about whether they decided that Cherian is good or KURUVILA is good and all of that, right? But it's a little bit tough, but that is the reflection of sincerity and genuinity and transparency to whatever you do in life. And the third and last item is about being trustworthy, right? If I look at my friends, or my clients, or the people who work with me, right? People may have an impression that your clients come to you to give you projects, your people are working with you, your friends are coming to you because you are intelligent. No way, no way. Nobody comes to me because I'm intelligent or smart. They are coming to me because they can trust me. So if you are able to be trusted and you prefer trusted people, you have to reciprocate the same thing, right? So it's very simple, right? Be trustworthy.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, KURUVILA, for such a wonderful discussion we had. I'm sure it will open up a lot more thoughts among the student community who are going to watch this interview.
Right.
Would you mind if I allow them to engage with you on the YouTube chat so that they could ask you questions? Maybe they can clarify a few things with you.
Oh, for sure. I will really request that. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. But in the spirit of the topics that we discussed, I really encouraged them to share their ideas, even question some of the thoughts that we have shared. And I'm very, very happy to get into a discussion into the various topics. So I actually insist.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.